Hi friends, how is everybody today? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So this is video number 3 of easy DIY holiday gifts. So these are beginner friendly gifts to give for the holidays. So I think there is a total of 12 and this is number 3. So for number 1 we did the dog bone. Go ahead and check that video out. And for number 2 we did the makeup remover pads. So you can go and check that out. And today we have our sleeping masks. Yes, sleeping masks. These are awesome. So much fun. You can make them in all different patterns. So today I have the hearts and the leopard patterns. Okay, so the inside, that's what I want to say. The inside, I use flannel, but these are reversible. So if you want the flannel on your face or the cotton, you can make both sides patterned. Great holiday gifts. I know my family members, the ladies, will be getting these. These are great stocking stuffers, and that's the goal here. Easy DIY beginner sewing gifts for the holidays. So these are going to be ideas that pretty much anybody can make. Like I said, beginner. And also, a lot of these are great scrap busters as well. So grab your scraps and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing is our pattern. So I always talk patterns. I am not a big, I'm not good with making patterns. If I don't, I normally just use the Cricut Access because it's a monthly fee, but whenever I need to make something, you can guarantee to find a project on Cricut Access. They have, people have projects that they've already made and they leave patterns. You can also Google a lot of these types of patterns. So lots of options for that. So yeah. So if no Cricut, just Google it. These will come up 1,000 different sizes. These are small to medium. So let's get started here. Okay, so I have both of my fabrics. This is just cotton fabric like this, and the back is just cotton flannel, right? So I placed both of my fabrics together here, right sides together, and I have this elastic here. This elastic, and these are just leftover elastics that I had from, we had gotten these, we had made, we make headbands, floral headbands. So these are what we use for that, and these as well. I just happened to, just cut it because it was too big. You can use general elastic. This is Dollar Tree. You can use whatever. This is just a little too thin, I think, but you can still use it. Use what you have is what I always say, right? All right, so I have my template right on top of my fabric. So if you are a beginner and you have a template, I always say for beginners, use your templates, because once you start cutting or you're tracing, things can get a little wonky when you're a beginner, right? So place your pattern that you have on top and literally just sew around, right? All right, so I have my 2-inch opening here. Is it 2 inches? I think it's like 2.5. Yeah, it's about 2 inches here. And these are for the elastic, right? To stick the elastic inside, so like this. Okay. So I have my template here. I have my lines right here where my elastic is going to go. Right here. I'm going to, let's see here. This is a little wonky. Okay, so I have my elastic here, and I'm just going to use my Wonder Clip. And you know what? It's not going to be perfect here. Wonder Clip, and I'm just going to clip that there. There. I'm going to just clip that there. All right. And now the reason that we're going to do this is because we are going to sandwich our elastic here in the center, and then we're going to put our right side of our second fabric right over, right? And then we are going to sew around here. So the elastic here will be underneath here, and you want to make sure that your elastic is tucked in here, so when you are sewing around, you are not sewing any part of this here. So we'll lay that flat down, right? Okay, so we have our here. I need a bigger Wonder Clips actually. Okay, so we're going to start at this point here because we want to leave this open. I'm going to sew all the way around, right? And then we'll go from there, and we are going to do our easy projects. I'm telling you guys, if you are a beginner, these are very, very easy. Excuse me. Okay, so like I said, I'm sewing right around the template. All the way around. Okay, so at our second mark, I am going to do the sewing in these videos because like I said, these are supposed to be beginner friendly projects. So for these beginner ones, I am going to do the sewing because some people are learning, and so we are on 4 platforms. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and we are now on TikTok. And a lot of people will say, you know, how come, you know, you're not doing the actual sewing? If it's a beginner project, we want to see the sewing. So we are going to do it. And it's fairly easy. I mean, you're just, when you are working with templates, it's quite easy to just follow it. And as you are learning, you can get a better feeling for sewing. Now, serger is a different story, right? I am still learning my serger. I've only had it for about a year, and I am still learning. We are working on it. And don't forget to backstitch when you go to this when you're going through the opening here. When you're leaving the opening, you're going to start here, you're going to backstitch, and then when you come around back to this point here, you're going to backstitch again, right? Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, I did a little boo-boo here. That's what happens. And my disclaimer is I am not an expert sewer. Okay, so, all right. This is where I recommend pinking shears. Pinking shears are your friend when you're working, whenever you're working with especially rounded projects. Right? So, look at the sun's coming in. Being so bright. All right. Pinking, if you do not have pinking shears, no worries. Okay. So I'm just going to be cutting all the way around. Again, this is part of the Easy DIY project. So any of the leftover flannels or fleeces, you guys know we have our on-purpose scraps, right? And we use them for our stuffing. All right, so for the opening here, I don't cut here. I leave this open because it'd be easier when you're tucking them in, right? I'll show you in a little bit. All right, so we're going to continue to cut around. Again, these are very basic, very, very basic projects. All right, so there we go. We're going to use our opening here to flip it inside out. And there is our elastic. Again, I'm using my fingers to poke as much as possible before I use any type of tool. Oh, look, we have a little visitor today. Hi, little Blaze. He is getting bored. So he is wanting to go out. They go outside in the yard with us. And we have a fenced in yard, so they like to come and hang out. All right. So there we go. There's our mask. I'm going to use our tool to go all the way around here and turn the insides here as much as we can. Oh, my little friend left. Sorry, guys. They're never allowed in the sewing room. But whenever I'm doing a video, I leave the door open. Okay, so we have our mask, right? How much fun is that? So this particular size here is, let's see, it is 8 3/4, and at the widest it is, let's see here, about 5 inches for the eye here. All right, so we're making sure now is a good time to be pressing these, right? But for video purposes, I'm not going to sit and press. I'm just going to do my stitching. So I'm going to do a 1/4 inch stitch all the way around. Got all these fuzzies everywhere. So we're going to just do a 1/4 inch stitch all the way around here. And then the last step, once you give the 1/4 inch stitch all the way around, is to press it, right? So again, if you do not have pinking shears, do not worry about it. Just, you know, cut as you normally would. Okay, so I'm not going to bother pinning this opening here. It's pretty, flannel is usually pretty good. I'm just going to give it a little press there and then here. All right, so yes, I'm going to do a back stitch. I'm going to stitch all the way around. And again, these are super easy, fun projects to make. Again, excellent gifts. They're fun for the holidays, or if you're making like a gift basket for a shower, bridal shower, baby shower, right? This is a fun little item to stick in. You can make these as favors for your bridal party. These are great gifts for just pretty much anything. And these gifts that you can use, you can give for so many different occasions are awesome because they're very versatile. And the patterns you can use are unlimited. They make great scrap busters. You can make a few of these, maybe 3 or 4 of these from one fat quarter, which is nice. That's very economical, right? If you bought a fat quarter was $1.30 or something, let's say $1.25, whatever, and you make 4 masks, how awesome is that, right? That's a huge money saver. All right, so there we have it. So we just give a quick press, which I won't do for video purposes, But there you go. How much fun is that? Right? Well, the only thing with flannel is it wants to take on every little, you know, piece of thread. So there you go, guys. Right? So this one has the light brown. This one has the dark brown. These are two different types of leopard, if you can tell. One's a little darker. And then the hearts with the red flannel. So sky's the limit with the designs. This really didn't take that long, 10 minutes or so. And you can make a lot of these. So please give a thumbs up. If you are a subscriber, please hit the notification button so you get notified whenever we do a video. And thank you guys again so much for watching. I really appreciate it.